Welcome to this malware analysis and reverse engineering lab. So far we have studied static analysis and we have did some hands-on on static analysis. We have analyzed some malwares without executing that malware. So that is called actually static analysis, and today we are going to see dynamic analysis. So we have posted some videos related to this dynamic analysis, the theory part, and what are all the things we have to do in dynamic analysis and all. So today we are going to execute a real-time malware. So before executing this real-time malware, you please install some softwares, what I am going to say here now. So what are all the softwares you have to install here is actually the Wireshark, the protocol analyzer you have to install, and the RegShot to check the system integrity changes. So RegShot you have to install. I am going to give the URL for this two things in the description of this video itself. And another tool you have to install is Autorun. You install this thing, so it will be available in the zip format. The RegShot also it will be available in the zip format. And so while opening this folder after extracting this RegShot tool, you have to create a shortcut for this RegShot. It will be like 64-bit architecture Unicode.exe. I'm not going to deal with the ANSET, so I'm creating this shortcut for this Unicode 64-bit architecture. So it is there. So and you have to enable the fake net, right? You have to install fake net simulator also, which will make believe that particular malware that is it is actually present in the internet. So so that is the thing, you need fake net also. So these are all the basic tools you are in need of doing the dynamic analysis, right? So you install this thing in your virtual machine and take a snapshot of your virtual machine, right? For that you have to take snapshot after installing everything, right? You take a snapshot. So after taking snapshot, you can enter into this dynamic analysis, right? For doing dynamic analysis, I'm going to execute this malware in real time, right? I'm going to monitor the behavior of this malware, and I'm going to check the system integrity check, right? What are all the things it is going to change in my system? So everything I'm going to do. So for that I'm going to open the fake net, right? I'm going to give the full access to this fake net. I'm going to give the user access privilege, full access privilege for the tools what I am going to using here for the dynamic analysis. So I'm giving run as administrator, right? So it is actually listening, right? And I'm closing this folder, and also I am opening this RegShot, right, with full access privilege, run as administrator, right? I'm giving yes here. So this is the basic configuration, right? RegShot basic configuration is it should be in plain text, and here I am giving I'm going to scan the whole C colon, and I'm going to check here this scan directory, and the output file should be saved in desktop. It should be saved in desktop, and I'm going to give the name as system integrity check, right? I'm going to take the initial snapshot of this system, right? It is different from taking the snapshot here, the virtual machine, and taking the RegShot snapshot, right? RegShot snapshot is different from the taking a snapshot of the virtual machine. So after installing all the software, you have to take a virtual machine snapshot, and getting into this virtual machine, I am opening the fake net, right? I am opening the RegShot, and I am taking the initial snapshot of RegShot. So I'm giving shot. So it will take some 2 to 3 minutes. You please wait for some time to take this snapshot, right? So I took a first snapshot in RegShot tool. So some background communication is taken place before executing the malware. So this might be a very genuine communications which has been simulated by the fake net. So don't worry about this thing, right? So this is actually doing by the fake net to make believe the malware that it is actually present in the internet, right? So right, so it is there, right? Snapshot is there and it will be enabled. Second shot will be enabled in the RegShot, right? So first snapshot I have taken in my RegShot and I am going to execute my malware. Right, I've been executing this malware, right? You can see the communication after executing. So it is communicating some host, right? It is communicating, the malware is maybe communicating some host, right? So some mba chan.biz :80. So it has been communicating, and also I've been noting the I'm notifying that particular malicious file is getting deleted in my desktop, right? So you can wait for some time, right? Some 2 to 3 minutes you wait for some time, because some malware will be in sleep mode. It will do execution after some 1 or 2 minutes, right? So you can wait for some time after executing the malware. So for me, it has been some post, HTTP post is being enabled here in the network connection, right? I have to make a note on this, and so I'm waiting for some time, some 2 minutes I'm going to wait. So after waiting for 2 minutes, right, I am minimizing this fake nut, right, and I'm opening my RegShot and I'm taking my second shot. You can even close your fake nut, right? A simulator also. You can take a second shot of your RegShot. So the second snapshot also been completed. So it has been enabled. Compare is enabled, right? I'm clicking compare here. Right. So as I told you earlier in the dynamic analysis theory part, so we are going to do a system integrity monitoring. So after executing this malicious file, this tool RegShot will tell you before execution of the malware and after execution of the malware, the comparison it will shown to you, right? So I'm taking the initial snapshot of RegShot and I'm executing the malware. Background I'm running my fake net, so to capture the network traffic, and then after execution of the malware, I'm waiting for some time. I'm taking the second snapshot. Now I'm comparing the snapshot. So this is the procedure you have to do for doing this system integrity check, right? So here your text file has been opened here. So this will give you the changes, what are all the thing that has been done by the malicious file, right? You can scrolling down. You can scrolling down here. So in this text file, so I came to know that let us have a check, right? Number of registry entries have been added, right, between the first and second snapshot. So files has been added here, right? So here we can see, right, files has been added, right? Some files has been 3 files has been deleted, some 28 files has been modified here. So the whole thing, it has been not because of the malicious file, maybe some system changes. The OS will do some this modifications also. Some folder has been added here, right? Some folder has been added here in the app data roaming with some random number, right? A folder has been added. Some 76 changes has been made between the first and the second snapshot, right? So here initially some registry has been deleted, right? Some has been added. Value has been deleted in the registry entries. Some value has been added, and some modification also been done here in the system, right? So you can do analysis with this thing. You can you can get into this folder also, right? You can get into this folder also. Which folder, right? So, right, this folder may be a notable thing. Maybe it has been dropped by the malicious file, right? And yeah, run dll32.exe has been dropped in this folder, right? You can see this thing, right? And some registry entries you can note it down here, right? Yeah, some random registry values has been added here. You can check this registry entry, software Microsoft Windows current version run once. The same random number has been present here where the folder has been also created, right? And it has been added, right? Some registry entry has been added with that same folder, right? You can see this thing, right? It has been calling this run dll32.exe, which has been which might be created by the malicious file and dropped in this folder. I mean app data roaming this I mean random number folder. So this might be a persistent registry key where it has been added after execution of this malware, right? So run dll32.exe. Right, you can check also. You can check your folder also. Can get into this folder, right? So this PC C colon, right? You can uncheck this, right? You can uncheck this. View, file extension, everything you can uncheck this, right? You can get into user, iUser, right? Okay. So what is the folder that has been created in the location, right? iUser app data, right? App data, iUser app data. I can go here and I can show the hidden files and folders. I am enabling this thing and giving apply, right? So that key it has been disabled, right? Unchecking this thing. Yes, I am giving this thing apply. Right? You can see the hidden folders and all here in this IE user, right? And here there is a folder called app data, right? And there is a folder called roaming, and a folder has been created with the random number what I have seen in the comparison text file of RegShot 126484330, and a file has been created. So the file we came to know that this same icon is there in this I mean HDFC statement.exe. So it has been executed and has been self-deleted, and the same file has been recreated in this folder, right? 1264830 folder. So you have to do some analysis. You have to I mean enable the view option of the particular thing, so that you can see the hidden folders and all. So iUser before that I am having some 10 folders only. Now I came to see, right, some hidden folders. So right in this app data roaming, I am seeing this folder and I am seeing the run dll32.exe. So with the help of the hash my file, right, I can check the MD5 also, right? I can check the MD5 of this run dll32 also. I am copying this selected MD5, right? Right, I can copy this MD5 and keep it in some clipboard. And also I can use the regedit thing, regedit.exe, edged it. Refer this text file, right? What are the changes it has been done, right? Yeah, this is also value added 126484, the same folder name. So this is also done by some the malicious file also, and right, this thing you have to note it down, right? This is a very important thing. So H key current user, you have to go to current user, H key current user, and then software Microsoft Windows, software Microsoft and Windows, right? In this Windows you have to go to again current version, Windows current version, and then you have to go to run once. Run once is there, right? Yeah, run once. So you can see the value which has been added by the malicious file, right? So on to the same random number where the folder has been created, right? So the same thing, right? Run dll32.exe. So this is the persistent key and which has been added by the malicious program, and this will enable the malware to be persistent in your system once it getting rebooted and everything, right? So you have to note this thing also. And with the help of Wireshark we can so here I'm opening the fakenet, right? The fakenet folder, and there is a pcap file created, right? It has been captured during the execution of the malware, right? I'm opening this pcap file, right? I'm doing some analysis, right? So some genuine capture also captured here, right? Traffic capture, network traffic capture has been captured here. And scrolling down, I'm checking the malicious activities, right? What we have seen, right? So some malicious activities, yeah, right? This host, this domain has been seen when we have been installing this malicious program, right? So this source and destination will be 127.0.0.1, and it is a loopback address, right? We have seen this thing in the network's basic thing, right? Because why it has been here, this loopback address 127.0.0.is, it is actually a simulator. FakeNet is actually a simulator, and hence it is showing the source and destination with the loopback address. So no need to worry about this thing. You have to check the this thing, right? Whether it has been any post, HTTP post is there or all, you have to check. So yeah, it has been there, right? Post is there, right? You can open or you can follow, right? Follow with TCP stream, right? So these are all the posts. Maybe your system, from your system, it has been posted in this host, right? mba.biz80. So here some data may be posted, so you can copy this thing. So I'm doubting here, right? A is equal to something is there, right? So maybe some information may be posted in your command and control. Okay. Any other post is there? Yeah, here also some post is there. HTTP post is there. Follow TCP stream. You can copy here this thing and you can open Notepad and paste that thing, right? So with the use of FakeNet, we have captured some network traffic generated by the malicious file. So it has been, that network capture has been converted into PCAP files, where we can open this PCAP files with the help of Wireshark tool. So I have opened this PCAP file, right? I have been opening this PCAP file here. So number of things it is there, right? So while executing, we have been seeing the fake net, right? Command line tool, in that command line tool, we have been seeing this thing, right? This host, I mean, it has been communicating. The malicious file is actually communicating, right? This thing is also, it has been communicating, right? So let us have a filter with HTTP, right? With the help of HTTP filter, I can see the get and post, data. Get means it is actually getting the data from the server to my system. Post means HTTP post means it is actually posting some data from my system towards the server. So here some two anonymous thing is there, right? Some posting is there, which has been happening here. Let us investigate. So in the upward, it is actually, it means it looks like a genuine thing, right? It may be a Microsoft website is been posting some data. So again, I am saying the source and destination will be the loopback address, because we have been using here the simulator, not the actual internet, and hence it will create its own source and destination. If you want to view the IP address of a particular host, you can search in the internet also, right? With the help of internet, you can search the host of a particular IP address of a particular host system. So here there is a two post is there, which means which seems like an anonymous thing. So I am right clicking this thing and I am following with the TCP stream, right? I am getting some data is there, some hexadecimal data has been separated by percentage symbol. So I am copying this thing and I am using a Notepad here, right? It is actually a Notepad++. You can install this tool before executing the malware also, right? I'm pasting here. So here the value has been assigned to A is equal to something is there, and also similarly $B is equal to some value has been assigned here, and similarly some C is equal to value has been assigned here. Maybe this ABC value has been posted towards the server from the my system with the help of the malware. So let us have a check on this. Let us do an analysis on this thing. So some percentage symbol may be a random string. I'm going to delete this percentage symbol. So for that I'm using this find key. Find what? I'm going to find percentage symbol. I am replacing with empty space. So replace all. So percentage symbol here we have been reducing here, and I am separating this thing. A is equal to, and B is equal to, and C is equal to. Right. So again I am converting this thing, right? It may be an hexadecimal format. I'm going to convert this thing into ASCII format. So I'm going for plugins, and there is a converter is there. I'm going to convert this hexadecimal to ASCII. Again a percentage symbol is there. Again I am going to search with percentage. Again I'm going to search with percentage. So I'm going to replace with empty space, that I can remove all the percentage. I am removing here, and again I am going to convert this into hex to ASCII character. So I am getting some random strings are there, so it might be not useful for our research. Anyhow, you can do this thing for some other malicious files when you are doing a dynamic analysis. This will be helpful for you. What kind of data is the malware is actually posting towards the server side? Maybe a command and control server is there in the cloud. It may be posting some information, some sensitive information from your system towards the command and control host, the server, right? So this is happening, but this is not actually a very important data we have retrieved. So again I am converting this hexadecimal. This is actually a hexadecimal. I am converting this into a ASCII character, and I am doing this thing. I am getting some random strings also, right? I am getting some string also, and again I am converting this thing into hex to ASCII character. Again I am getting a random strings. Maybe some information is there here, right? Some 64 is there. Maybe the information has posted here from my system towards the malicious author, maybe a command and control server, the data of 64, which tells that my system may be a 64-bit architecture. So my system might be using Windows 8 version of OS. So this informations may be posted towards the command and control server, or maybe the malware author host what it is actually communicating while executing this malicious file. So this is kind of information where we can do in the traffic analysis with the help of FakeNet and Wireshark, right? So you can indicate this as an indication of compromise, and while doing your analysis, you please make a list of indication of compromise. What are all the findings you have been doing so? So this is how you have to do a basic dynamic analysis with the help of RegShot, right? And also you can see Autorun. Autorun is a tool, right? As I said earlier, Autorun is a tool. With the help of Autorun, I'm opening here the Autorun 64.exe. It shows all the registry entries, which may be a persistent, which may not be a persistent. All the registry entries it will show, right, in your system. So it also show which file is responsible for dropping this. Modifying this registry entries. You can see here, right? This is the file which has been dropped in this folder 126483 run.dll32.exe. Just been posted in the key current user software Microsoft Windows current version run once. This might be a persistent key for this particular malicious software. Malicious program. So when I am rebooting this system, maybe sandbox, maybe this malware is being persisted in my system with the help of this registry keys. So this is a kind of persistent mechanism, right? You can view this thing with the help of Autorun also, right? You can view this thing with the help of Autorun also. What are all the keys, or registry keys, and what are all the files which is responsible for dropping this keys? You can see, right? What are all the modification that has been done with the help of this malicious file and all you can see, right? Some genuine file, 7-zip is a genuine thing, right? This is a genuine thing. So genuine registry entries also been recorded here, not only the malicious registry entries, modifications entries. This is actually VirtualBox entries, right? So some again, along with the malicious entries, most of the registry entries will be a legitimate entry. You have to look out and you have to filter it out, because as a malware research analyst, you should know what are all the basic behavior of the particular malicious program. So you can easily identify with the help of Autorun also. So Autorun is a tool, a sysinternal tool which has been came from Microsoft. So with this tool, you can analyze the registry entries also, and you can see here, right, the descriptions and the publishers also, right? If it is a genuine signature, it will be shown here, right? Verified and Microsoft Corporation. This has been signed by Microsoft Corporation. Maybe some forgery may be also happening here with the name of the Microsoft Corporations. They may sign that particular file, this file also. So, but here in this thing, it is actually a genuine file, I think. So you do your analysis also by finding that which one is a malicious file and which one is actually a genuine file and all. But here in our case, a registry entry has been modified here in the run once, and surely there is no description of this file 1268 this file run.dll32.exe in this folder, and run.dll32.exe. So it is not there any description and publisher where we can confirm that this is actually a malicious file. This is how we have to confirm this as a malicious file. So every other registry entries is having the publishers. It has been signed and verified authentically with the genuine corporations and all, industries and all. But here the malicious file that has been dropped, this registry entries, it has been not signed by any publishers and all. There is no descriptions and all. So we can confirm this thing as a malicious file. You can do a Google search also. You can copy this location and you can do a Google search also. You can get a number of results. See here, I am giving some glimpse of dynamic analysis only. There are a lot of things you can do with this dynamic analysis. You first initially you should know what are all the basic things about dynamic analysis, how you can proceed with the dynamic analysis. The environment is very important. The platform, what you are actually working in, that thing is very important. So with the help of this platform, you can do analysis in a very big way, and you can find some more indication of compromise, and you can extend your work. you can extend your work as a project also, and you can do publication with the help of this tools and researchers and all, right? So this is how you have to do a dynamic analysis. So what is mean by dynamic analysis? So as I said earlier, static analysis is actually a analysis which is where we are not executing any malware file, right? With the help of some tools, we are going to find the strings and we are going to investigate P header, everything, and you have been finding out some indication of compromise. This is called actually static analysis. And in case of dynamic analysis, we are going to execute the real-time malware, right? So here we have executed the real-time malware, and before executions we have taken the snapshot of the system, right? So that if I'm taking the snapshot, even after execution of my malicious file, if it is getting infected, I can revert back to my virtual machine. So this is a different kind of snapshot in the virtual machine, and I am opening the RegShot here in my virtual machine. I am taking the first snapshot, right? And after first snapshot in my RegShot, I am executing my malicious file, and I am waiting for some minute. With the help of a fake net, I am monitoring what is actually doing in the background. What it is actually communicating with, what host it is, the malicious file is actually communicating with. We have been everything we have been noting down. So and also that network capture has been captured in the form of PCAP files also, which I shown you earlier. So it is there, right? So it is in the network traffic has been captured in the form of PCAP. We can analyze this thing with the help of Wireshark tool also, as I said earlier, right? So you can do an analysis with the Wireshark tool, right? You can also retrieve the strings, right? You cannot. This is the thing data which has been posted from my system towards the destination system. So I can retrieve this thing. I follow that TCP stream, and I have captured the data, and I have been analyzed that this data is actually in the form of hexadecimal format, and with the help of percentage strings, they have included some random strings also. So I am separating the percentage symbols, and I am, with the help of Notepad++, I'm converting this into hexadecimal to ASCII format, and I'm retrieving some data. Maybe my OS will be an Windows 8 version. So these are all the very important thing. This kind of malware author is retrieving the data from our system. Similarly, they can use to retrieve some sensitive informations also. You have to look over that thing also. And with the help of fake net, you can do the traffic analysis. And after executing the malware, you have to wait for some time, and you have to take the second snapshot after the second snapshot enabled. And you can take the second snapshot, and after completing the second snapshot, you have to click compare. And before doing this first snapshot, you have to enable the plain text. You have to check the scan directory, everything, see every C:, everything. And if you want, the text file in the output format, here I have been saved in the name of sysintegritycheck.txt. So where I have given the name here. So and finally, after second snapshot, I can give compare. This text file will be there, right? With the help of this text file, you can do a monitoring on what are all the changes happening in your system and all. So as I said earlier, there should be some 4 changes should be taken in your system, maybe in the file modification, maybe in the registry modification, and maybe in the network modification. So everything we have been seen here, we have been what are all the registry entries have been modified, deleted, added, everything we have been seen here. And you better get into the folder. This might be the good order. You can go into the folder. If any folder has been created here for the particular malicious file, then you can go to that folder and you can check, right? But maybe the malicious file will disable this folder, right? Maybe in the system itself, operating system itself, some folder has been disabled, and in the invisible for hidden format. So you have to change the settings, as I said earlier. So and after viewing this folder, I came to know that some folder has been dropped by the malicious file, and I am checking this related random number, some 123.126.43.8430, and I'm continuing with this search. I've been finding out the value ordered with the help of this this name. So this is an entry maybe dropped by the malicious file, and coming down I came to see the run once registry entries, which is the most persistent key registry entries, which has been used by most of the malicious file to make the malware persist into systems while getting reboot and while getting log out and log in. So, this might be the registry entries which has been dropped by the genuine Windows OS. So no need to worry about thing. If you want to search, you can search, right? It might be in the Google, right? It is if you are searching in the Google, it may say the results. It is actually legitimate thing, right? So there is a file called here. Also there is something here. Also run.dll32 is there, right? So this is we can also check the hash of this run.dll32, right? So it might be similar to that of original file hdfc statement.exe. You can show that result also in your indication of compromise. So what is the behavior of that malicious file it is actually doing? It is actually, while executing, it deletes itself and it drops or rewrite its own code in some other folder. So this is the technical thing you can write as an indication of compromise, right? What we have been confirming here, what you have seen in the static analysis. So these are all the strings we have seen, most of the strings in the static analysis, and here we have been confirming everything we have been confirming here, right? So it is a self-deleting thing, right? There may be an API strings in the static analysis where it uses a self-deleting the file what we have been executing, right? So everything is there. You can do a very good analysis with the help of dynamic analysis. I hope you can explore much more in this dynamic analysis and also in the static analysis, right? So another 2 classes will be there after this module. Advanced dynamic analysis, you are going to do the behavioral monitoring of a particular malicious file. After executing that malicious file, you are going to do a behavioral monitoring, which I'm going to give as a video for you. As a demonstration video for a hands-on video for you, and also a video for reverse engineering also I'm going to give. So this is all the 2 things it has been remaining for your this course. So after that, everything will be completed, right? So you do this thing by your own hands-on, and let me know if you have any questions and all. Thank you, one and all.